talking today with Tanya Unkovich and talking about the power of your why and why we get passionate about things. Yes. Such a cool topic, Tanya. Thank you for joining me today.
Oh, you are welcome.
So let's talk about this. Our purpose in life. It all sounds really rather glorious, but then there might be people thinking, I don't know.
I don't know what I want.
Yeah.
Do you know that is one of the most common problems that people have is they do not know what they want.
Yeah.
They do not know what they want in life. And that's why you just kind of stay in an abyss, don't you? It's like being out in space, just going, woo, out in space, because you're not going in any direction. But the more you can get clarity on what it is that you want, not only are you going to be excited about it, but that will drive you to get towards that outcome, won't it?
Yeah, certainly. So I guess, how do you find that space? Is it about sort of going back to when you were a little girl or boy and you had these dreams, or with, like my dream of being a princess, quite ridiculous. It's not going to happen. But
how do you know that? You never know.
Well, I'd be surprised. Yeah, how do we know where to start with this one?
Follow your feelings. Follow the feelings. When you're doing something, find what brings you joy. Especially in your work life as well. You've got to love what you do. So if you find that you are doing something and it's just monotonous and it's hard and you don't really have a strong passion for it, then maybe that is not what you should be doing.
Yeah.
It's about knowing what brings you joy. And then you're going to keep wanting to do it, or having a strong reason why you want to do something.
What if you just have a little inkling?
Yeah.
Pursue it anyway?
Pursue it anyway and then just see where it goes. At least go in one direction instead of not doing anything, right?
Yeah.
If you stay still, then nothing's going to happen. So move forward. If you have to take another turn, then that's fine, but at least make a decision.
Yeah.
And start moving forward.
Oh, so difficult for the procrastinators out there.
Yeah. But
it really is.
Yeah. But if you just keep sitting still, you're not going to get anywhere, and you'll just continue to procrastinate and be so unfulfilled in life.
So no one wants to be unfulfilled in their life. So let's talk about those times where we do feel excited about something and we're like, you know what? There's something there. How do we go about going from there to having a reason and actually going about it?
Well, look, you do need to be excited about what the outcome is that you want. You do need to have something driving you. And I've got many instances in my own personal life where I was really driven and got things done very quickly. Like when I wrote my first 2 books, I wanted to leave a legacy for Phil. I had a deadline from the publisher. I remember once doing a 3-month training stint with some professional in the USA, and I was so committed, but I was so excited and had such a strong reason why. So if ever I find that I'm procrastinating now in doing anything, I always remind myself, you know what, girl, you know how to do this, but you need to be excited. You need to be excited about what you're striving for. But if it's something that's ho-hum, or if you've got a lot of time on your hands, it's just not going to work. So it does take discipline too, doesn't it? But if you've got that strong reason why driving you and you're excited about the direction that you're going in, that will always push you, always.
Yeah. So let's talk about you did the books. You then went on and did this website.
Yes.
And it's all of these things. You're so passionate about it. But I'm just thinking of that person that's still going, I don't know where to start. I don't know what my why is. I mean, is it really, how do they start? How do they begin? Maybe they've just gotten to a point in their life. Maybe they're just feeling a little bit depressed.
Well, and also I'm just going to invite you to think about things that have given you joy in the past. Think about the people who you love spending time with in your life, okay?
Yep.
So write all of their names down. Why do you love spending time with those people? What need do they meet in you? What about 5 places that you've been in the world that you've loved being in. And it may just be in New Zealand. It doesn't need to be overseas.
Yeah.
Why is it that you loved that holiday or loved that destination? So start finding those times in the past where you were excited. Think about the most delicious events you've ever been to in your life, or amazing things that you've been or done. And it may be your wedding day, it may be the birth of children. What was it about that event that made you feel so excited? So start thinking about all of those things that you once felt excited about, because that's going to remind you that, well, it's in me. I've got a bit of oomph there somewhere. Maybe it's just gone to sleep. So what needs to happen in order for me to now get excited again? The thing is, though, you need to have something in the future or something out there to look forward to. So, maybe use some of those past events to help ignite you.
You know what, Tanya? What I'm hearing is that it's not a quick fix. There's actually a little bit of work to be done. If it's not coming to you immediately, it actually takes some reflection, doesn't it?
It can do. And look, take the time to go within.
Yeah.
And listen to your instinct. Listen to your heart. Go for walks in nature. Pray, meditate, whatever it is that you do to find that peace within and start listening to your own instinct. Because we get so caught up in what's going on in the world, social media and all the noise, and we're looking at what everyone else is doing, and we forget about what brings us joy. And we get into that comparison thing, which isn't going to help you at all. Forget about the noise around you. Stop, go within and listen.
Right. I love that. And I'm thinking right now, it's not going to happen overnight.
No.
But it will happen.
It will happen.
It will happen. And I think especially if you believe it will, I love that word believe, and that, it might just take a little bit of time.
Yeah, it does take action too, right? We can't just sit and meditate and
this
expect
is true.
the silver platter to come. We've got to take action. So as soon as you've got some feeling or instinctive thought on maybe I should go and do this, maybe I should make that phone call. Another thing is just to get out of yourself.
Yeah, for sure.
And reach out to someone else. And you just do not know whose life you are going to touch by reaching out to them. So just start communicating, start socializing, start getting out there in the world and stop isolating yourself and start experiencing life again.
Tanya, thank you so much for being here.
You're welcome.
What a great discussion today. If people want to find out more about what you do, how do they do so?
Go to my website, tanyaunkovich.com.